immediately.
I've got to go. There's this app called Outdoorsy app, and you can rent like a 2-person caravan, drive up, and like a Mercedes caravan, drive up, and then like use that in the campground. So we're gonna go to Sedona and then drive that up for a day, sleep, wake up early in the morning so you can see the sunrise in the Grand Canyon, spend about half the day, and then drive back down. But it's only about like an hour and a half away from Sedona. But I'm looking forward to it.
I bet you miss Oregon sometimes. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just from like the nature perspective.
It's so different down here.
Well, I mean, if you like fishing, or I go kayaking a lot down in Key Biscayne, so like you can find things to do within nature.
Crowder had the same reaction I did. What? Are you trying to impress him like he's like you're shooting at a girl in a club? When's the last time you went kayak?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Bro, let him speak his truth, man.
Crowder.
Crowder's just out because he said kayaking. That's why Crowder's like,
Crowder can't even contain him.
Chill.
I'm not trying to impress. I'm just saying, like, he lived in Oregon.
I was with you though. Like we had a whole like natural rock slide that you go sliding down. There's like the first time I've ever just jumped in a lake and started swimming was in Oregon. Not worried about what's in the water. Out here, if you jump in the lake, you're subject to lose both your legs. You might be lieutenant Dan when you get out the water.
Crowder doesn't care. He'll jump right in the water. He'll fight the gator. He did that at Gainesville.
I swim in the lake behind my house.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. You just make me laugh, Solana, because I was just watching Crowder's reaction when you said, I love to go kayaking.
Bro, I go kayaking like once every other week. Once a month at least.
When do you fly your kite the last time? When do you fly kites?
Bro, kayaking is awesome. Are you going to compare kayaking to flying a kite?
Chill out, Crow.
You know, I kayak a lot in Key Biscayne, so
I'm very big in the kayaking circles.
It's all right, man. I was with you, bro. I was intrigued. I was like, oh wow, kayaking. Okay.
All right, we gotta let him go. We love Jevon Holland. We love our Tuesdays with Jevon Holland. Enjoy your off season. Thank you for doing this with us on Tuesdays on your off days, and we appreciate it. We're excited for what next season brings.
All right, let's do it. Let's run it back next year.
There you go, Jevon Holland. We'll take a break. Come back with more Hochman and Crowder.
You're listening to the Hoch and Crowder Show.
By the way, here's Mitchell, general manager. He's got the Tony's pizzas. These things are massive. I have to let everybody know. So Mitchell always gets us pizzas here. He's putting them down by a tree. Mitchell, who's the general manager, usually gets, like a cheese and a pepperoni pie. And he asked Solana today, hey, what do you want on one of the pizzas? And Solana says, I want a veggie pizza. So here is the za. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Man, that looks good.
So that za is covered in onions, peppers, olives.
So good, man.
Mushrooms, tomato slices. Like, it's literally just a wasted pizza. Mitchell is agreeing with me. It is a wasted pizza. How much did that pizza cost you? Priceless. Well, you threw priceless right down the toilet because no one.
Tree, go ahead, dig in.
No, Tree doesn't want that garbage. Like, what is the theory behind ordering a veggie pizza? Do you think it's healthier?
It's not that it's healthier. I like veggies. I like the toppings that veggies go on the pizza. Like, I genuinely enjoy it.
Get a salad.
Like, more than pepperoni, though?
Yes.
More than meatballs?
Yes.
More like you.
Here's your problem. You think healthy is not good and more fattening is better. And to me, I disagree with that.
No.
That
I think
rationale.
Better is better and worse is worse.
But you like pepperoni, you like sausage. I happen to like cut up mushroom.
Right. But the thing is, you don't. That's my point is, this goes along the sweet potato fry argument that I have all the time, which is people order sweet potato fries because they think it's a little healthier and it's kind of cutesy.
No.
But the truth is, the moment you start eating the sweet potato fry, you wish you had a good old russet potato that was fried up and is an actual French fry. And the same thing with the veggie pizza. Mm-hmm. You're telling me that this pizza with olives, tomato, mushroom, and onions
and pepper
tastes better than a pizza with, say, pepperoni and meatballs.
100%. I would get that pizza over the pepperoni and meatballs every single time.
Mitchell, punch him in the face for me. I can't. You've got the insurance here. I don't know if I'm
Mitchell,
covered. I mean,
I could use a new car.
It is ridiculous. Mitchell says he's going to have one just to make it feel better. Look at how good that cheese looks.
So plain.
And now we're not even going to have enough because Tree's going to eat it all, and none of us want the veggie pizza. I mean, just a wait. And by the way, that's a selfish order.
He's going to be the only one who eats
it. It's such a selfish order because when you're ordering 2 Zaz, now admittedly, the 2 Zaz from Tony's are really the size of 6 pizzas if you got them in a normal plate.
Right.
But you order 2 Zaz, and you ask one of the guys, hey, what do you want on the Za? Nobody does such a personal order that it excludes everyone else who's here. So Tree's here. He's already enjoying the cheese pizza. Mary's here. She was dying for pizza. Mitchell's here. I'm here. Appel is here. You ordered a personal pizza for yourself that's, 50 inches across because you wanted to get cutesy, and now we're stuck with this pizza that nobody wants.
And during the last commercial break, he said he was only going to have 1 slice.
And he said to me during the commercial break as well, I can't believe Mitchell actually put in that garbage veggie pizza that I told him.
Mitchell asked me what type of pizza I wanted.
And do you know what common courtesy is?
No.
Hey, do you guys like veggie pizza? Nah, I'm not a big olives guy, but if you want to put onions or something.
I've been out here 3 times when Mitchell orders food for pizza from that same spot, which happens to be delicious every single time. And Mitchell would ask you, Hoch, what you wanted on the pizza. Never once did you reach out to me or to anybody.
You know why?
Ask me.
You know why?
Because you lack common courtesy.
No, because it's my name on the bleeping show. No, I didn't. Because,
that's fair.
Because I ordered the 2 standard. There's other pizzas I like.
Standard.
You're telling me
to you.
You're telling me cheese pizza and pepperoni pizza are not the 2 standards of pizza?
I would argue that veggie pizza could also be a standard pizza.
It's not, though. It's not a standard pizza.
Everybody eats cheese. Everybody eats pepperoni. Not everybody eats veggie.
That's what I'm saying. It's just selfish. Right. No, I understand. Mitchell was being very kind and asking him, what do you want on the second pizza? Because I'm going to get a cheese. But you know what you say? You go, you know what? Why don't you get a half veggie pizza and do something on the other half that somebody else wants? But it was just like, oh, no. You know what I like? I like every vegetable ever made, even though I don't, but I want to sound like I'm ordering something healthy, which is the reason that you showed up last week with a protein shake and the reason that you showed up the week before with your workout clothes on. You like to let everyone know that you're healthy and you're into fitness, and you thought the way to do it, the way to flex at that moment was to order a veggie pizza that none of us are going to eat.
I did have my way on the way in. I'd just like to let everybody know. And also, try that veggie pizza and tell me you don't like it. You're going to love it.
You also had your way with the flavor of pizza that we ordered.
You had our way with the flavor of the pizza.
Next time, speak up. I mean, you heard Mitchell ask me.
I was in shock. I was in shock that you ordered a pizza that you knew was going to appeal to no one here other than yourself.
Also, you order a pepperoni pizza. Let's say I don't like pepperoni. Now I'm taking off the little pepperoni.
But I know that you do.
Now I'm taking off the little pepperoni.
But that's it. But it's
I happen to love pepperoni.
I know you do.
I'm taking off the pepperonis, but guess what? The sausage has already seeped into the cheese. So even if I take off the pepperonis, you still taste the pepperoni. With the veggie pizza, go ahead, take off the black olives, take off the onions, take off the mushroom.
There's literally nothing to see there other than vegetables.
It's a cheese pizza.
It is.
I ordered a cheese pizza. Just take off the veggie.
I mean,
you got a cheese pizza.
That's such a great take.
It is ridiculous what you ordered. It is ridiculous that we have been given the Kyle Lowry of pizzas. This pizza is an albatross around our neck till we can trade it. And I would, whatever Walgreens across the street wants, that pizza for 1 bag of Funyuns. I'll take the Terry Rozier of chips to get rid of this Kyle Lowry of Zaz.
Don't eat it. I'll eat it all right now.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. If I was in the mood for a salad, I would have ordered a salad. Why do I want a salad on a piece of bread?
Just because you get veggie doesn't mean it's a salad. Like, veggies go on pizza. It's pretty common. You're the only person who's outraged by it. And you know what? I'm sick of the sweet potato slander. I love sweet potato fries. And it's not because I'm tricking myself into liking them. Sweet potato fries slap, brother.
Everything about you is to show everyone who you are, as evidenced by this Coco Golf shirt.
I love Coco Golf. South Florida native
I'm just teasing.
in the Aussie Open semifinal.
Anyway, that's your 15 minutes of heat. Tree already knocked down 3 Zaz. I'm stuck with olives. I'm stuck. I mean, these guys at Tony's took every olive that they've had for 3 years because they've never sold one, and they poured them all on this pizza. There's more olives on this pizza than cheese. Anyway, all right, that's your 15 minutes of heat. That's all I got for you. What else do you have in the headline, Solana?
More like eat.
Well done, Jimmy.
Wow.
15 minutes of eat. It's a recall from yesterday. That was
Yeah.
excellent.
Well done, Jimmy.
Nice job.
Proud of you.
Nice job.
Good job, Jimmy.
So to recap, Terry Rozier is now on the Heat. Drew Smith still injured.
You know who would love my veggie pizza? Kyle Lowry. He would love my veggie
No,
pizza.
he would not. He would not. You know, add that to our list of questions that we ask, like when you do Heat Media Day, and
Right.
we ask, would you cut a burger in half? Like, ask people, rank the way that I did with the quarterbacks. Rank these pizzas: a cheese pizza, a cheese and pepperoni pizza,
Mhm.
a veggie pizza. I guarantee you 100% of the people are going to rank them in order: pepperoni 1, cheese 2, veggie pizza 3.
But that doesn't mean that veggie pizza is not good.
If it comes in third last,
Mhm.
100% of the time,
Mhm.
that means it's not good.
Wasn't Appel just making the argument that Tua Tagovailoa may not be a top 3 quarterback from the 2020 draft class?
I will punch you in your face if you compare that pizza to Tua.
But that doesn't make
That's
Tua
different.
not good.
That's different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally
The
different.
totally different rankings.
Tua Tagovailoa is
That's one
the
through
veggie pizza.
That's 1
of
through
the quarterback
5.
world.
That's 1 through 5. This is 1 through 3.
When did veggie pizza lead the NFL in passing yards?
Right. Veggie
When?
pizza.
I would bet veggie pizza is one of the most sold pizzas at every single pizza restaurant.
Yes.
One of the most
at,
sold.
at Burning Man.
You're alleging that.
All right. Anything else? You have anything else?
Crowder, what do you think about veggie pizza?
Love it.
Oh, stop
Let's
it.
go.
Guy's a fake vegetarian. He's such a liar. He's such a liar.
I just did that for Solana. That's the softest thing in the world.
like if you're with a group of people, like if you want to get a veggie pizza, you go to California Pizza Kitchen. There's a personal pizza, and like I like barbecue chicken pizza, and they make it with barbecue sauce rather than tomato sauce. I love barbecue chicken pizza, but I would never, if there were 6 people and somebody says, "What do you want on the pizza?" I would never say barbecue chicken pizza because I know not everybody likes it. My point to Solana, Crowder, was that if someone says, "What kind of pizza do you want?" there's a whole bunch of guys standing around, and you go, "I want the extra veggie pizza." It's a ridiculous order.
It's a list of things Solana thinks is prestigious.
Yes.
Astronomy, veggie
Yes.
pizzas,
No.
kayaking.
Great call.
Kayaking.
That's a great call.
What's wrong
That
with
is a
kayaking?
great call.
What's wrong with kayaking?
That is
Hold on.
such a great call.
What's wrong with kayaking?
You think these things are prestigious. He's so right.
I
That
like
word,
those things.
That was the best word choice that I have ever heard on this show. He does. He thinks kayaking is a prestigious hobby. So he says that he's constantly kayaking, which I would argue you've been kayaking once in the last, 12 months.
And you definitely didn't have fun doing it.
And exactly, you hated it. You hated every
I love
moment that you were out there kayaking.
I love kayaking.
And then you think like everything he does is always for the prestige of saying it. So Mitchell, who's a meat and potatoes guy, runs Hollywood Kia with an iron fist. I love this guy. He goes, what kind of toppings you want on the pizza? Solana is trying to sound prestigious around Mitchell. So he's like,
prestigious.
I would love a veggie pizza. And also, could they deliver a couple of San Pellegrinos as well? Like, it's all for the show. You are 100% correct.
I would
What
love
it is.
a couple
100%.
San Pellegrinos where I actually prefer Perrier if we're being 100% honest.
100% correct.
But hold on a second. When did kayaking become prestigious?
Because anyone could go play pickleball. Anyone
Yes.
can
Play
racquetball.
pickleball too. Like
All right. But you didn't happen to mention that to Javon. You only mentioned kayaking.
it's off the beaten path, and you think, oh yeah, I'm a kayaker.
Not
Yes.
within the context of what we were talking about, it made all the sense in the world. He's talking about how much he loves nature, how much he loves hiking, how much he loves being in the mountains, in the woods.
And you
And I'm
wanted
like-
him to love you, so you made up this lie about being a kayaker.
I go kayaking all the time.
Why have you
pictures.
never mentioned that you've gone? Why have I never seen on social media you kayaking?
There's a picture of me kayaking on Instagram right now. Go ahead, go look it up.
okay. From like how far back do I need to scroll?
Like 8 years.
Kayaking. You bird watch? You're a bird watcher?
So great. All right, wrap up the headlines here.
2013.
It was a family trip. He was 11.
Look miserable.
But Dad, I don't want to go kayaking.
It was at that camp that his aunt had to pick him up
That's what I
from.
was just thinking. That's when he called his aunt to come save him.
One of those pictures glaring at the camera because he's so unhappy.
So funny. All right, this veggie pizza is getting cold, mercifully. Yeah.
Who's that woman in the front?
There you go. That's me kayaking right there. There you go.
No smile on his face.
I saw it over there. What a ridiculous picture. I don't even think you're in the water. It looks like you're on the shore. It looks like you're taking a picture of somebody in a kayak.
You're in a foot of water. It's Photoshop.
That's an Epcot paddle boat.
Me all lathered up there in the sun.
Funny, man. That's great.
Sleeveless.
I got. What's the date on that? Let me tell me the
Well,
date.
it's on Instagram, so I don't know.
No. Let me see.
That's
Let me
your camera.
let
That's
me
your
see.
camera roll.
Let me see. Let me do a little research. It's from 4 years ago. 4 years ago. It's 4 bleeping years
It
ago.
was COVID activity.
That was a COVID activity. You're right. It was one of the few things you could do. He goes, there's a picture on Instagram right now.
It's on his camera roll, by the way.
I mean, that is so perfect.
It's one of many kayaking trips.
Oh, yeah, I imagine.
One of several.
I imagine it is, yeah.
Yep.
I can't wait to watch him try to force down a slice of this veggie pizza that he doesn't even like.
Oh, my cheeks.
He's allergic to vegetables. He's going to blow up like a balloon. All right. Do you have anything else in that line? Oh, fun, man.
Oh, come on, Dirty Filthy.
I go kayaking all the time. The most recent picture is pre-COVID.
What's brutal is now I have to go kayaking. I'm gonna have to pay this $17 next weekend just to prove to you guys I like kayaking.
Get ready if you follow Solana on social media to be in the center of a barrage of kayaking photos over the next 2 months. He's going to be kayaking with Tommy Tig.
The funniest thing I've ever imagined. Tommy,
Like anything that anyone has anything to do with Solana, he's got to take them kayaking. Everything must take place on a kayak.
oh my gosh.
Oh, that is great. All right.
I don't want this segment to end, and I really don't want to eat that veggie pizza. Your weather, it's sponsored by Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7 at 866-954-MORE. Partly cloudy. Tonight the lows will be in the mid-60s. That is your weather.
These texts are unbelievable, man. What a funny segment. All right, let's take a break. We're going to enjoy some of this pizza.
On Mary Kayaks.
His favorite kayaking place is called land-based kayaking. He's on that little boat that goes around. It's like right next to Churromania in Sawgrass. It's that little thing you put a quarter in.
Lazy River kayak.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Yeah, he's gonna be a Turnberry. You can see him kayaking at Turnberry in the Lazy River. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman and Crowder here at Hollywood Kia.
This is the Hoch and Crowder Show.
We just downed some pizza during the break. I mean, Solana went to town. Looks like Solana's man versus food. And then Tree tried to eat one of the veggie slices and picked off about 1.5 pounds of vegetables off one slice. I put on Instagram, it's Radio Mark Hochman on Instagram, but I put up some video so you can see this veggie pizza that Solana forced upon us. The texts, Crowder, are, because I had the guys from Hollywood Kia over here, and they're looking at the text machine. They're like, oh my God, look at how many texts are coming in there. Somebody texts in, imagine someone in the Detroit Lions locker room asking for an extra veggie pizza. Dan Campbell would bite his already bad knees off. It's just a weird, when you're just with a group of people, it's a weird order to make.
There's veggie pizza.
One of the guys from Kia walked over and taking a piece of pizza. Solana's trying to sell him on the veggie pizza.
Push the veggie on him.
He goes, there's veggie bro. He tried to toughen it up a little bit.
Make it a big bro. Big man combo.
There's veggie.
Hey, Chief.
Big man. LaVeg over there.
Oh my God, that is funny, man. I'm telling you, the text that came in on that, I can't effing stop laughing. I'm gonna crash on 95.
It's a good segment when my Instagram DMs are flooded with "damn bro." Damn, you're getting crushed.
I'm busting a gut over here. You guys are way too funny today. Solana and I were joking during the commercial break, like this weekend is just going to be 15 pictures of him at Dick's in the outdoor section. There's going to be a picture of him, a kayak, and a mannequin wearing a Kyle Lowry jersey on sale.
Because you know how this ends. It's me buying a damn kayak.
This 100% ends with you in a major kayaking accident because you've never kayaked before, but you feel the need to go out kayaking. And he's in the hospital because he didn't know what he was doing.
Hit by a boat. It's over for him.
Thing. The look when I said, let me see the picture, and he knew he had to hand the phone to me, and it was dated.
He was like trying to cover
April 2020. Like it was a teacher busting the student, and he knew that it was like Judge Judy when you know that she's got someone cornered. Oh my God, that is great. I go kayaking all the time.
You think like you make friends that way for real?
It is a fun activity, though. I will say.
You wouldn't know.
Everything I love to do, I do every 4 years.
It's his own personal Olympics.
Yeah.
God, man. All right, let's take a break. I have to regather everything. Crowder, you tell us about Delaware Chicken Farm. We'll finish up these veggie pizzas, and then we'll come back and we'll get back into it. That was as organically delightful as anything that has ever happened on this show, especially because we had this live audience of Hollywood Kia watching, and they just saw it building to this crescendo. And then there was the payoff, which I knew was coming, which was going to be finally Solana getting busted in this lie that he loves kayaking.
This is why we do it.
This is why we do it. All right, we'll take a break here. I will tell you that there is only a couple slices remaining, and they are not the cheese pizza. It is all veggie pizza. People have walked over from the dealership. They're like, "Oh, you guys have pizza? Let me get a slice of this." And they open the box with the veggie, and they just immediately shut it. And then they look to see if there's any cheese pizza left. Oh, that was funny.
Throw it on the ground, and raccoons won't eat it.
That was funny. I am just delighted by the entire show today has been great. You know, Jevon Holland was with us in the 2:00 hour. We'll chop up some of it and play you some of the best stuff in the 5:00 hour. Jevon today got a barrage to start the show for an hour. Like, you know, we've been pretty well behaved around him during the season. We've had a lot to talk about, but today it was like gloves off. He had never seen before me, Crowder, and Solana all taking swings at each other.
I'm a little sad he missed out on the last two segments.
I mean, he would. I think he would have jumped to Solana's defense just because he's a nice guy.
Yes, he would.
But
Well,
man,
I think at the very end, when you guys first got on me with the kayak stuff, I noticed that he was almost like, "Oh, I got your back, bro." Like he kind of felt bad,
Yes.
because he thought you guys were ganging up on me, and
Well,
I wanted to be like, "Hey."
I don't think he realized it, and a lot of people don't ever realize this, that Solana fights back harder than what he gets, as evidenced by man boobs. You got man boobs. You look like my abuelo. You So I think that sometimes people think, oh, he's the poor third member of the show, and Hoch and Crowder are picking on him, and he's just got to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
And then they don't realize that he's more ferocious than a rabid animal.
That's why he loves it when I'm here, so he can do it to me. And
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So I think Jevon was like, "Oh, let me have this guy's back." But then all of a sudden, Solana just started attacking me, and I think Jevon was like, "Oh, I don't think I need to have this guy's back. He's doing just fine on his own."
What are you laughing at, assfoot?
You just started taking swings,
Right? It was funny. Like he just started whatever he could think of. Like we're talking about kayaking. Talking about it was a really funny device because it was so apropos of nothing. We're talking about kayaking, and then he's insulting me. You have man boobs or whatever, and Jevon, like we're starting to straighten things out, and then Solana just blurts out, "Crowder has a skin graft of ass on his foot." It was like everything had settled down. It was like everything had settled down. Everybody was friendly again. We were talking dolphins, and then it popped into Solana's head, and he's like, "He's got ass on his foot." And like, what?
And y'all are with each other, so y'all could look amongst yourselves. I only have a TV screen, so I'm watching Jevon react, and he just snap his neck over. What?
Yeah, it was like watching a tennis match. It was like blam, 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 blam.
Caught in the middle. He didn't know.
Oh, it was so funny. Anyway, we'll play you some of Jevon Holland in the 5:00 hour. He did talk about the Dolphins in the end of the season. He did a message to Dolphins fans, about not losing faith in the team. But man, and then Crowder was gone the 3:00 hour doing the photo shoot, and we were just kind of goofing around here. But man, I just as a fan of radio, I've always been a fan of like when things happen organically. That was, I'm telling you, it was like a symphony at the beginning of this hour, because I love Solana over the years, and I've pointed it out to him, and he still has never been able to get himself out of the habit. he continues to dig the hole deeper.
Mhm.
And he knows that we're going to figure it out at some point. And that's when because the general manager, Mitchell, here was like, he said to me during the commercial break, he goes, man, you were relentless there and you got to where you were going. And like, the moment I know that there's going to be the truth, which is never the start for him, I do get relentless because I got to get to the truth. And man, when he showed that picture
2020.
and it was dated April of 2020, that was the greatest payoff, man.
Yeah, whatever, man. Boobs.
He's back in it. Kind of got ass on his foot.
That was funny. That was really funny. That was enjoyable.
Ooh.
And the text, I am telling you, it was what? Am I lying, Solana? Because every now and
No,
then
yeah.
something resonates with people. Someone texts in that was like watching Solana get eaten alive by piranhas when he fell out of his kayak. Oh. Somebody says, please post the show. Someone says, are you going to put video up? So we do have a YouTube channel. For those who don't subscribe yet, go to YouTube and search 560 WQAM. Subscribe to that. And then there's a playlist within the 560 QAM channel. And there's a Hochman and Crowder playlist. And you can watch that as it transpired.
Yeah. Feel free to skip our most recent video yesterday where I was explaining why the Heat won't trade Kyle Lowry for Terry Rozier. And just wait for today's
You're
edition.
right. That is up there. I mean, a passionate, like he was teaching us a lesson, Crowder, about why we were crazy to think that Kyle Lowry was going to get traded. Like that was as passionate. Like he was the Heat expert, and he's like, they're not going to get rid of a big expiring contract and take something else on. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can watch that video
about basketball.
That was funny. Yeah, he woke up this morning in a cold sweat because he texted me and he goes, "What do I do about it?" I'm like, "You'll figure something out by 2:00."
It's not a fun feeling. It is not a fun feeling.
My entire radio career is being wrong. Yeah, listen, you got to embrace it.
Yes.
Oh, it was funny. All right, let me give away the Heat tickets, and then we'll make our way to the 5:00 Funky Buddha happy hour. Have a little bit of fun. What caller number you want to take here,
20.
Crowder? What? I'm sorry.
2020.
That's funny.
What? 13. Last time you kayaked? 13 years old. Let's do 13.
Oh, that's great. No, last how old are you now? 28?
29.
29. So you last you kayak was 4 years ago. So let's take caller 25.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do that to Dan Day though.
All
I
right.
appreciate
All right.
the bid.
Give me a number.
Let's do 12.
Caller number 12. 305-567-05.
If it was me back there, you'd do 77.
I love the idea of him having to answer 2,220 calls.
Caller,
Josh.
what'd you?
If you dare protest it,
don't.
Oh boy, one of the worst fights in show history. Hawk
The
took
only
number
fight in show
77.
It was.
Why 77?
He got. I don't know.
Omer Yurtsevin. You mother.
He says it like Omer Yurtsevin. Of course it was. Why was 77? Of course. Yeah, you don't want to know. It was bad. You got the real wrath of Hochman. That was bad.
Oh, so you just have to do your job? That's the problem?
Was it who was watching? I think it was Steven watching from the other studio, right? That was just like when mommy and daddy argue and you don't know what to do.
Sorry, how Jevon felt earlier, too.
Solana told us something funny. So people have now found his kayaking pictures on his Instagram account from 4 years ago, and they're commenting on the pictures now. Like they're scrolling way down, finding the picture of him kayaking 4 years ago and commenting on it now, which is just brilliant. That is great.
I mean, it's a scroll, bro.
Right. I mean,
It's a
4 years
scroll.
ago, it's not like you never post. So, man, that's funny. That is really funny.
Underneath that picture, by the way, is me posing in the bathtub. Remember?
I remember
Arrow of the
that
show.
segment. That was great.
Yeah.
I've got bathtub pics. This is going to sound weird with no context, but I've got bathtub pics of you, Dono, and J Fig. Anyway, let's get headlines.
Weird show.
That was a weird era.
Yes,
That
it was.
the COVID era.
For some reason, I thought when you started to say J Fig, you were going to end with J Fiedler, and I was trying to figure out what the connection there was.
Who else has bathtub pics of Jay Fiedler? All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour with Alejandro Solana.